Hi traders, to make sense of these markets, I just want to look at naked charts and the leading indicators first to really try and piece the jigsaw together as we're midway through the week. So I'm going to start with the Nikkei. This is the Nikkei on the daily chart. So we had this run up into 16,000, huge massive run up from November last year, so what a year. Peaked in April. And there are good pivotal reasons why that's peaked in April, and all we've done is drop back to a level of support. We've shuffled around within this flag-like pattern, and now we've broken up. So the fact we've broken up here above this 15,000 level, this market is still very, very bullish. We are extended, no denying we are extended, but the fact that we can burst up here and hold this level here, hold 15,000 at the moment, bodes very well, and unless we immediately close below that, I would still buy lows. If we now refer to the DAX, DAX is not too dissimilar in that we've had this great run from October, so had a little run up from April, we had a run up from late June, and a run up from late August, and now we have this run up from October. So this was resistance, that became support. So that is one of my four classic chart patterns. So where are we now? We are high, we are extended, but we are sitting on that level of support and not failing. So all the time we're up here, we had a box play here, that looked vulnerable there, that looked vulnerable there and created a pullback. All these areas here, the markets tend to shuffle and then move, shuffle and move. They're shuffling sideways at the moment, and then we can expect a move. Let's look at the S&Ps. Right at the top of the channel, and this is support, so we might see a drop all the way down to that level only to get bought. The reason why I'm doing this is because I keep hearing of pundits saying, oh, the market's topping, the market's topping. They could be. Nobody knows exactly where these markets are going, so we just need to look for our chart patterns and play them. Okay, so we had a big move up here. This came back to support. Came up. Wiggled. This is the usual wiggle pattern. So, okay, we're at the top of the channel here. Go to the bottom of the channel. We peaked out of the channel here, but until we break this level here, we are still in bullish territory. So we could do a box play like this in the S&Ps and still move higher. Okay, so trade. The message is trade what you see. Have a look at the FTSE. Here the FTSE is. I think the FTSE is probably one of the better charts because it lagged. It spent a longer time down here than the other indices have at the moment. So if we start closing above this one, I think we're going to head up to 6,900 and perhaps beyond. Okay, a lovely fib pattern, right back here in October. It came right down to this lower fib zone. This is the main fib zone. But you sometimes get extensions, after a big move down, you sometimes get extensions up to this level as well. But this level here is the most important level to me. Okay, so we're above this fib zone here, and we are holding and looking as if we could break out. That's an apex. So I'm trading what I'm seeing, and what I'm seeing is I'm seeing a market that refuses to die with a pullback support, and I have no reason at the moment to get short. So what will I do with this market? Well, the Dow, and here we are even this morning, just in the Euro session, just punching higher, trying to punch above up here. So I shorted, I've done some shorting up here, those topping tails are great to short. Massive resistance. So in an intraday time frame, that's an excellent way to earn a living intraday. But as long as all we've got to do is close above 16,000, and we're off to the races, and we're going to head to 161 extension, which is up there. When you stand back from these charts and just analyze them and cut the noise out, cut the news out, they're good. Nice pattern here, broke to the upside. We could get a nice pattern here. Whichever way we come out of this box, not very well drawn box, I grant you, but close above those highs or close below those lows, and that will give us the potential for the next move. We could still just dip out of this and down to 15,800 and then just bounce straight back again. Okay, so I admit that these markets, when they get toppy like this, that they are a little harder to judge. What I don't want to do is get very bearish and then suddenly miss out on a move up to here. So I would continually buy the lows all the time something is trending. I will buy the pullbacks until I get a reversal signal. Right. So as far as the Dow's concerned, I will late into the session, I'll look, see how the market opens, see what the market wants to do, see if these levels are held, and then trade it intraday with the trend of the day, and then see if I can hold it for a break above the 30 level, or if it's going to drop below that 944. It's a pretty tight range. If you drill down to the 60-minute chart, I would say this market's holding. And higher levels are likely to see. There's my fibs on the 60-minute chart, and there's my apex. There's all my support, which keeps getting bought. And so, at the moment on the 60-minute chart, that is a good pullback area to get long, unless, of course, we sell off into the close of the hour and we start to drop out of there. Forex. Let's do the same with Forex. Let's start looking at the dollar pairs first. Here is Euro. Excuse me, I just enlarged this. This trend line is now irrelevant. That support is more relevant, as is this 420. So the day when we started closing above 420, same principle as with indices. I was monitoring this level for this to, I was monitoring this level for a dropout, monitoring this level for a dropout. I've not traded this Euro, hardly traded I should say. 133 to 135.40 in, I must be something like 2 weeks. It's just not giving. So I'm not looking at it. I've been suggesting everyone concentrates on the yen pairs. We are still not out of the woods, but we are certain. But the fact we held here, is boding well. Let's put the fibs on this. Swing it across as well. I'm not quite touching the bottom now, I apologise. So we're hitting 50%. So smacking to 50%. But at the moment, there's more blue than is red. It's as simple as that. Trade what you see, there's more blue than red. So if we break these highs, 570, then I suggest we're coming back to 138 and possibly even above. So my suggestion is, if you've got a blue bar, you buy a pullback to that blue bar. In principle, obviously there's other pivot rules around that, but that pivot was bought, that pivot was bought, and now it's a question of whether this pivot is going to get bought. And so far, all those three pivots have held. So unless we start getting alternative signals, I suggest you don't short this market. Pound US dollar. This is getting ready to break up for 164, 165. Okay, this held. This was resistance. We closed above it yesterday, so this pullback here was a buy. There is the short-term trend line. We closed above it, and now we are pushing higher. So any pullbacks in this, I mean, that level is 161.25. This was a massive area of resistance. This is a massive area of support. Aussie, US dollar. This is potentially a good, we're just touching the ATMA here, so as soon as I finish this video, I'm going to go and buy up, put a position in that. In fact, I'm going to do that now. Okay, I've just gone along the Aussie US dollar. I'm waiting for the pound data to get out of the way because it's a bit choppy at the moment. And so if we can if we can break today's high, then I think we're coming at least up to this level here. Okay, so a nice move to the upside. So based on this move to the upside here from September to late October, we came back to support, that held. I talked about this in the weekend video. That yesterday finally got bought, which was the entry area I suggested, and now we are trying to push up. Okay, yen pairs, very quickly, because I'm taking longer than I wanted to. Pound yen, the pullback here has got bought. This is a nice consolidation pattern. As soon as we finish, the consolidation finished, once we came back we connected with the trend line, started closing higher, and the lows got bought. Okay, that connection with the trend line was crucial there. The euro yen, not as good. Pound is very much in favour. Yeah, that 133.25 was major. The major support was 131.35. Closed above this 133.25 and pulled back. And now we have major support up here. Okay, so we're out of that box. So just see if that is sustainable up there. Quick look at oil, because I am long the oil. I bought this on a swing trade basis because I like that level there. Traded that. I think we can get to 96, possibly today, maybe this week. This is the kind of this is the contract where you tend to see a reversal. It's, you know, looking at cycles and seasons, and that's a great place to get in. Alright, I'm going to leave it there, and please join me in the trading room and ask for details if you haven't got them, and I look forward to seeing you at the next video. Thanks very much, and good luck with your trading.